Hello, this is Mr. Knowles, and this math assignment focuses on using place value disks to model hundredths. We're going to be using Google Slides and the copy and paste function for this. So here's an example on this first page here. Let's get started with a couple examples. We're going to use place value disks. So use place value disks to represent 4 hundredths, and then down below in the lower left hand corner we have a place value disk that represents 1, a place value disk that represents 1/10, and a place value disk that represents 1/100th. And we have 4 hundredths here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here, and I know I need 4 hundredths. There's a couple different ways to copy this. You can click on it so it's highlighted, and you can go to Edit, drop down to Copy, and now it's copied, and click somewhere on the page so it's not highlighted anymore, and then click on Edit, Paste, and it pasted it here. You'll see there's kind of 2 of them there, and just drag it with your mouse over here somewhere. And it's been copied already, so you can literally just keep clicking on paste now because that's the last thing you copied. So I can keep doing that until I have 4 of them. Excuse me. And I have 4 hundredths. So all these together, it would be 4 hundredths. It would be 0.04. So if I were to take a text box and click down here and type 0.04, I would make it a little larger personally. Let's make it like 36. That's what it would be. Let's look at another one. Use place value disks to represent 12 hundredths. Okay, well, I could take 12 of these hundredths. I literally could do that. So again, I could highlight it, go up to Edit, Copy, and then go back and hit Paste. Another way to do it is highlight it, and this works really well with a mouse. Not so well with the mouse pad or the track pad that you have on your Chromebook. But if you have a mouse, you highlight it, and the right button, you right click on it, and you get these options, and there's one that's called copy. And then you click somewhere up here, and you right click, and you paste. And again, it kind of lands down there, so just move it up here. And it's the last thing that was copied, so you can just keep right clicking and pasting if you want. Now I could keep making these place value disks for the hundredths place until I get 12 of them. I could do that. That's 5, right? So if I get 6, I could just copy those 6. So I'm going to highlight them all and right click copy, and then click somewhere else and paste. And now I just copied 6 at a time, so I don't have to do that repeated copy pasting all the time. Okay, so right now that's 12 hundredths. That's true, that is 12 hundredths. If I got a text box and click down here, and I wrote 0.12, I'd make it a little larger. 36 is probably good. Oops, yep, that's 12 hundredths, excuse me. I said 36, but that was the font size. I got confused for a minute, like I was talking about 36 hundredths, but nope. So that's 12 hundredths. You could do that. Another way to represent this, I'm going to get rid of 10 of them. See if I can do that. So a way to get rid of things is click on them, and I'm holding the shift button so I'm able to choose several of them at a time, and then I hit the backspace and it gets rid of them. So I'm going to get rid of 10 of those hundredths and exchange them for one of these tenths. So I'm going to highlight it, and I could do edit, copy, and then click somewhere and edit, paste, or you could use your mouse. There's lots of ways to copy and paste. That's also 12 hundredths. Let's look at one more here. Maybe two. We might have time for two, but at least one more. Use place value discs to represent 1 and 4 hundredths. Okay, so I have one whole unit. That's this far left one down here. So I'm gonna talk you through a different way to copy this. Is Control C on your keyboard, and now it's copied. I'm just gonna click somewhere here, and Control V as in velvet is paste. And I'm just gonna put that up here. That's one whole unit. And now I need 4 hundredths. So I need 4 of these things. So I'm gonna Control C, highlight it, Control C, and then click somewhere here. Control V as in velvet. And I need 4 of those. That was the last thing copied, so I can just keep clicking Control V. So that's a third way to copy and paste on your Chromebook. I'm gonna get 4 of those, and I'm done. That's 1 and 4 hundredths. So if I get a text box, I click somewhere, and I type 1.04, that's the decimal version. That's all those added together. I'm going to make this larger because that's pretty small, probably font size 36. I'm going to call that good. I'm going to try to sneak in one more here. You might want to pay attention to this one. Use place value discs to represent 2 and 31 hundredths. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to copy it. I need 2 whole units. So I'm going to paste. Bring that up here. I'm going to paste again. And I'm using my mouse right now. That's why you don't see me using the other thing. So that's 2. I need 3 tenths. So I need 3 of these because each one's worth 10 hundredths. This is 10 hundredths, or we call them tenths. So I need 3 of these. So I'm going to copy that, paste, move that up there somewhere. Control V works too. And also edit. I could also do edit, paste. There's 3 options at least for copying and pasting. There's probably more than I know. And then I need 100 there for that one. So I'm going to highlight it, edit, copy, and then edit, paste. Move that up there. So that is 2 and 3 tenths and 100th all together. I'm going to get a text box. I'll put it on the top. 2.31. Altogether, it's 2 and 31 hundredths. Make that a little bigger. That's what the decimal looks like. And we're done. So your assignment is to complete these problems by copy and pasting place value discs so that they equal the number that is in the problem. I also would like you to type the number in decimal form somewhere near your place value disc picture. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm available anytime. Thanks.